If you're active, got like a mental outlet, if you're stressed you've got stuff going on mentally and you maybe go for a run or go to the gym, obviously that releases endorphins.
When you exercise, it releases like dopamine and endorphins, which are really, really beneficial to things like positive moods.
And making yourself feel good, that you don't have to rely on unhealthy things to get that feeling from.
My name's Jacob Weekly, I'm 26 years old. I've got cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia. I've had that since birth. Well, exercise does many benefits. For me personally, I find it benefits me more mentally than physically. When I work out, I always have a fresher mindset after working out. And even just walking in fresh air, you don't have to be in a gym environment. You can be out on the beach or just walking around town, seeing new people. Well, my activities range. So most mornings I'll be into my friend's homemade gym where we do a lot of functional movement training. So that can be like an all-body circuit going from pull-ups to boxing circuits to strength training. Either go to the gym or if you can run, go for a run. I'd love to be able to go for a run, but we deal with what we got. And then with me personally, I enjoy boxing because it's really good for your coordination, your balance. I mean, it's also a way of controlled aggression and discipline. And to be successful in life, I do believe you have to have controlled aggression and have discipline in your life. Without discipline, I don't think you'll get anywhere. So you got to take risks in life, and you got to realise that, like I've said previously, you're going to fail. Everyone's going to fail, but it's whether you're willing to take a risk and be willing to fail in that. And I always think you're never going to look back and think, I tried to do this but it didn't work. If you look back and think, why didn't I do this? I don't want to live on regret. So I just believe that, just go on, do more and stop talking about it and make action. That's the best advice I give anyone.
I think cold water swimming has, without wishing to sound over dramatic, saved my life. I think the action of going in the water and that rush of intense physical activity, however short it is, does bring a sense of exhilaration. It releases those endorphins that you so need. I've always loved swimming in the sea, but it's always been very much a summer thing. I started considering the idea of going in earlier in the year as a means to sort of improve my mental health. So March last year, I think, was the first sort of foray into it. And I quickly realised that I loved it, and it was actually very addictive. And it's been a big part of my life ever since. The rush of all of us throwing ourselves into freezing cold water as a gang is something very human about that connectivity that you need with other people in order to feel alive and to feel part of something more than just you is a huge part of this.
Growing up surfing, or even if there was no surf, just going out for a paddle, just being in that moment really helped me become the better version of myself. That helped me to get into the meditative state. Just being in that moment, physically, mentally. Even if I do every couple of weeks, every month or something, I'm like, why haven't I done that more? Because it's something that really, again, makes me who I am.
There is something truly special about the sea. I'm so passionate about it. You get used to it and you can just go straight in, and it's like all your worries just wash over you like the waves. I always go with friends, Naomi, and there's a group of us girls who go.
Find a safe beach to go to. When, in the summer there are beaches with lifeguards on, but do your research, check for riptides and currents and pools, and look at, stormier beaches where the surfers go. It's probably not a good place to start.
It has this real power that brings you back to realise who you are and how all the stuff that you're going through, even though it may seem a lot to you as a person, is really minuscule in the grand scheme of things.
Just to feel something. That's what the sea does. It makes me feel. And I don't know what is more powerful than that. It reminds me that I'm alive, that I exist, and that my existence means something.